Howdy folks, today we've got another kit for you. This is from Takom, 135 scale, FV432 Mark III Bulldog. It's 2-in-1 kit, so you can do two slightly variants. You can do this one with the armour and you get a machine gun that goes here, or you could do this one which is on the front box art, which is this massive housing with the shields and stuff. It's an armoured personnel carrier for the British Army, used in Afghanistan and Iraq and stuff. This is from 2008, so 12 years now. Recent conflict. Yeah, this will say it's from Takom, 135 scale. There's two other options, like I said, with the machine guns, or you can do this one on the front box art. I'm going to do this one because I do like it. The colour scheme is all the same. It's the British Army desert colour, which I'll be using for that, which is from Mission Models, which is, that's the Dunkelbell one. I'll be using this one here from Mission Models, MMP 005 British Light Sand colour. I think that's the kit number, or that could be the date of the manufacturers, which is 03012067. I didn't pay £53. I paid about 30 quid for this. I got this on super cheap because the shop was closing down, unfortunately. So I got this super cheap. 14 plus. Yeah, so we're going to take a look what we get in the box. It's a top opening box from Takom. If you built Takom kits in the past, you know what you're in for. They're highly detailed, a lot of parts, so I do not recommend this for a beginner or for advanced or expert, or as long as you've got some skills behind you, you'll be alright. You're greeted with some decals, photo etch and your work manual and a ton of sprues. So we're going to go through this now. I'm just going to work my way down from the top of the box in no typical order. So first sprue will be clear. So we have the clear parts in the first bag. Are these resealable? Yes, they are. You never find the end. So you've got your clear cupolas and all lights and lenses and stuff, nicely moulded. These little windows around the gun compartment, these are cupolas and vision ports, lights and stuff. So there's a nice sprue there. Second bag looks like a little bit of armour. The box that houses the radio equipment and aerials and stuff. So this is the box that has the aerials, which are these. Machine gun, not sure what that is. These are the hatches. There's the machine gun housing. Some of the APC armour, small detail parts. There's a hatch. Ejector pins on the inside, which you're not going to see, which is nice, which is pretty handy from Takom, which is really good. Nicely detailed with the APC armour. To my understanding is when it takes a round, each section of like these boxes will break apart, and then those sections are easily replaced, to my understanding. We have got small detail parts again on this one. I think this is the suspension pieces, your main hatch, which is in the centre of the tank or armoured car, some tow cables which are moulded in plastic, exhaust system which runs down the side of the vehicle. There's another machine gun, looks like a 50 caliber or something. The end's not drilled out, unfortunately. Be quite difficult to drill that end out, but you could give it a go, but you have to be careful, as long as you don't snap it. Or at least you can find replacement metal ones to upgrade it and stuff. But again, nice sprue, nice detailed parts. Be careful when taking these parts off the sprue. We have this bag here contains one of the tracks, which are link-on link tracks, which would be nice. No crappy rubber tracks. So you have these nice tracks. So when you want to weather them up, don't forget to clean up these centre pieces, which are the rubber pads. So I think these parts are the bit at the bottom, and these bits are the bits that go on the angles, and these are the pieces you're going to wrap around. I think there's only one sprue of these, so I think this is enough to do both sides of the vehicle. But yeah, nicely done, nicely moulded. In here we have the upper and lower section of the vehicle. It's quite a small vehicle. It's a lot of parts for a small vehicle. A lot of it consists of all to do with the armour and stuff. Starts with the bathtub hole. You've got a little bit of interior detail. The diamond plating for the flooring where you crew members fit. To my understanding, it's one driver, one operator, both sides, and you can house 10 troops, I believe. Nice detail on the side. You've got your upper deck, again nicely detailed. This is your main hatch, driver's compartment. The engine deck will sit here, the engine sits here, not at the back, because that's where the crew sits. Another hatch, I think, is commander's hatch and cupolas and stuff. So this will sit somewhat like that. I think it sits somewhat like that. Then you've got parts that go at the back. The door where the troops get it in and out of. This one contains the cupola supports and some of the armour plating. So here is some of the armour plates, like grills. There's probably aftermarket out there for photo etch if you want to make this highly more detailed, but I haven't got that. I'm just going to build this straight out of the box when I come to build this. It's nicely crisp and moulded. There isn't much clean up to do. A little bit of clean up around here, but this is only where they jetted into it. Really clean. You've got to cut this piece out. This goes over the main back door. This is one of the armour plates. Again, we're not talking about the sections of boxes, which takes the round. I think they're just easily replaced, each box. Commander's cupola. support hatch, support sections, another piece of armour, some brackets and light fittings. So there's that sprue, nicely done. The parts, there's the hatch that goes over this one. This sprue here consists of the side armour and the back door. So here's the side of the vehicle. This goes on the inside of this, and then these two giant pieces of armour go over the top of this. So this is the side of the vehicle. It'll be that way up. This is the bottom, and this is the top sections. Here's your back door. No, sorry, that's not the back door, I'm mistaken, that's the front glacier. This is another hatch to get to probably transmission and stuff, or engine. Again, yeah, nicely done. It's going to take a nice wash and stuff as well. All the nice ejecting pins all on the inside, which you're not going to see any of those. This one contains the back door, engine grills and hatches. I think there's about 15 sprues in tow as well. So we have got some kind of fenders, looks like a, I don't know what that is actually, some boxes, some tools which are your shovels. I'd put them on last personally. The main hatch, side fenders, the two grills for the engine deck, transmission casings. These are two more covers. There's the back door. This is the framing for some of the armour plating. There's the back door, or back of the vehicle. This looks like a tool as well. Not sure what these are. Could be smoke dischargers. I know there is smoke dischargers on this vehicle. We have two identical sprues in this bag, contains really fine detail parts, and I think this is to do with smoke discharges as well actually. So we have two of these. So we have really fine detail parts, tow hooks and clamps, or clasps, however you pronounce them, for hooking up for the towing. We have got a storage box or fuel tank of some sort. I'm not sure what these pointy pieces are. Some lights, another tow cable, some clasps, aerials, fuel caps maybe. We've got these pieces are, actually I don't know what they are, I don't know what these are. We've got a fire extinguisher there. So we've got this nice sprue with really fine detail parts. You have to be careful taking these off. Again, just take your time. There's two of those. We do get this jig for how you mould the tracks around. There's only one of these, and you slot it. These holes are designed for the suspension arm, so it keeps it in place. And this one is all your road wheels. The road wheels do have rubber on them. There's two of these, obviously for left and right. So we have suspension components, springs, C-clamps I call them. These are the suspension arms. Return rollers probably. Drive sprocket, road wheels, nicely detailed. Yeah, the two-piece wheels have to go together. So this is suspension. There's the drive sprocket, nicely detailed. And again, these wheels. So this is the manual, decals and photo etch. We have this tiny bit of photo etch. Bit of a gimmick probably, but nonetheless, a little bit of grills, and not sure what the curved pieces are for, but we shall see in the instructions. And a few marking options. Number 12 vehicle, warning symbols, and the name of the vehicles. Bobby Rowe and Robert something or other. Yeah, serial numbers to the vehicles. Not a lot. A little bit of history on the armoured vehicle. A bit similar to a Warrior, but just more armoured, in my opinion. It was around in 1963, over 3,000 vehicles that existed, manufactured to this present day. We have got the Mark 3 Bulldog is to exist to serve to 2025, so what we are 2020 now, so we've got another 5 years lifespan for this vehicle, and then it's going to be replaced with whatever the British Army decide to do. It weighs 15 tons, Rolls-Royce engine, B60, multi-fuel, diesel engine. Top speed of 32 miles per hour, 53 kilometers an hour. Range 360 miles or 580 kilometers. The armor thickness is 12.3 millimeters. That can't be right, surely. Actually, it could be. Actually, it's quite thick still, but I thought it would be a little bit thicker than that. But according to this, it's that. We have a two crew members that consist of a driver and commander. Fully operational troops consist of 10 men, armoured complete kit. Single 7 to 6mm GMC, whatever that is. Commander is 2 smoke dischargers. We have, what else is on there? But anyway, that's the history of that. If you wish to read it, pause the video. Start off with this page. Hints and how to do things, all your sprue maps and parts. First section, working on the lower hull, putting your suspension arms in and then using the jig to keep it all nice and straight. And then once it's dry, put some more small pieces in and drive sprockets and wheels. Then repeat the same step on the other side, so you're doing left and right steps repeated. And then it's asking you to use the jig to do the tracks, to wrap around left and right side. And then you are working on side armour plates, the back of the vehicle, the exhaust system, a little bit of photo etch going on, drawing out some holes for some parts, a 1mm piece and 8mm piece. Looks like some lights going on, storage or fuel tanks. This section here is your back door. Sorry, it's not the back door. This is mud guards. This is your main door section, armoured door. This is the front of the vehicle. Some tools going on the front. I'll leave them to the end unless they're painted the same colour. This is another kind of hatch. Escape hatch, will probably engine hatch, so you can get to the engine. You've got part of your armour plate going on, which goes over the front of the vehicle. This is all assembly for the armour plating. Some of the tow cables going on the bottom. This is like a sub assembly. Once you build this, you put this to one side because you will need it later. Again, some lights going on, so, and then this is a complete section. Put this to one side, working on the upper deck, putting the tools on. I'd leave that to last unless it's the same colour. Some caps and stuff, fuel caps by the looks of things, aerials. Then you're working on the side of the vehicle again, some kind of cover. Then you've got your side armour pieces, left and right. Back to the top of the tank again, you've got your engine covers, driver's hatch, which is this section here, and engine deck. Once they've been complete, you drop down your top deck. That sub-assembly you built previously, the front armour plate goes on as well. And you return to the back of the vehicle, some more armour plates, some piping, structural parts. And then you've got this massive radio box and housing that contains all the aerials and stuff. Same again on the other side for the other armour plate. Working on the back of the vehicle again still, some more armour plating going on. Armour plate goes over your back door. There's a completed section, and then you've got a couple of support brackets going in. You've got another kind of piece, I'm not sure what that is actually. I'm not sure what that is. Another aerial going in. And then you've got the commander's hatch. You've got your main hatch, which is this section here, goes over the turret. Then you put the commander's hatch in. This is a machine gun housing or bracket if you're doing this version, which is that version on the front box, which has got the machine gun, which you build this bracket here. If you're not doing that and you're doing the one from the box art with that giant machine gun, it's the next step, so be careful which one you're doing. Putting your hatches in, which is here. Like I say, if you're doing the other machine gun, then you work on this section. So you're doing your hatches, and then you're working on the big machine gun section. looks like a 50 caliber machine gun and a Browning of some sort, or M60 or some kind. Looks very similar to it. Completed section, so like I say, whatever version you're doing, machine gun or the big machine gun, I might as well call it, with the extra armor plate around the operator. 3 colour callouts, which is the same, all the same desert colour. This one here is, they're all the same unit in January 2008, but they're just slight variants. So this is the machine gun version, this is the one with the armor plate machine gun section, and this is machine gun, same as the first one, but with a green machine gun. But these are all from the same division. First Battle Scots Guards Regiment Platoon, South Iraq, January 2008. So they're all from the same section, but there's slight variants. And there's a nice picture of the back of the vehicle. Nope, sorry, it's the front. So there you go, folks. There's a kit from Takom, the Bulldog. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.